Poor hygiene is a sign of self-neglect, which is unwillingness to attend to one's personal needs. Hygiene is very important in our lives. It's common sense, everybody know. Dirty body and untrimmed fingernails and toenails causes the viruses and bacteria attack our body system and get sick. But many students don't aware this kind of problem because they are too lazy or too busy to finish their work and don't have time to go clean themselves. One way to encourage students about their hygiene problem is by making fun homemade soap, which can also help to release student stress. The objectives of this experiment are to identify the required materials for making a home-based soap, to acquire the skill of making soap at home, and to understand how important soap is in students' daily life. The research questions for this experiment are how soap helps to prevent infections and how to make soap at home. The hypothesis of this experiment is soap can be created from lye and olive oil. The manipulated variable for this experiment is type of lye, and the responding variable is oiliness and softness of soap, and the constant variable is type of oil. To relate the manipulated and responding variable, we are using sodium hydroxide, NaOH, which will produce hard soap. And if we use potassium hydroxide, KOH, soft soap will produce. Pour some olive oil and water into a different small bowl. Mix the lye and water together until a change in color solution observed. Pour some olive oil in the mixed solution. Stir the solution using a spoon to make sure it is mixed properly. Then pour the solution into a blender. Take another small bowl and add some water and food coloring together. Pour the mixed water and food coloring into the same blender. Blend the mixture until it becomes a fluffy texture. Put the mixture into the mold. And wait for 24 hours to make it dry. The process involved in this experiment is called saponification, where it involves the conversion of fat or oil into soap by the action of aqueous alkali. In this experiment, we are using caustic soda NaOH as the alkali. The oil, which contains triglycerides, is reacted with sodium hydroxide. The alkali then breaks the ester bond and produces glycerol and a fatty acid salt called soap. The soap produced will have both polar and non-polar groups. The polar group, which is attracted to water, is called hydrophilic head, while the non-polar group, which is repelled by water, is called hydrophobic tail. As you can see here, green color representing germs and milk representing our hands. When we dip the soap into the milk, the germs actually go away from the soap. This is the same concept as cleaning our body every day. If you're scrubbing your hand, anything polar will dissolve straight into the water, while anything non-polar gets shielded by pairs of soap molecules called a micelle. The non-polar ends of the soap trap and make friends with the fatty, while the ends interact with the water, allowing any grease to be washed away.
This app have a checklist that will help students with consistency. You can also share your experience and story just like so. And just like that, you have submitted your first stories. Now, there are also badges for student to captures, rank that is acquired with certain XP, and challenges that award student with extra point.
In a nutshell, making homemade soap is a learning process to instill awareness about hygiene among students.